We are getting ready to go out of town. I have so much that I need to do. I'm like focused, have my list to check off of all the things that I need to do with no time to spare. My husband gets a flat tire this morning and he ends up deciding to get brand new tires and getting his truck lifted, and he sends me a text and says he's next door to Goodwill. Hey, do you want to come over? It should take about an hour and a half and we can go to Goodwill together. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have time for that. And I'm like, I can make time. That would be so much fun. So I went and I met him there. I'll have to look on Life 360 and post how long it took. I haven't even checked yet. And I found some really neat items that I'm excited to share with you. And I wanted to film it really quickly before I leave. And while I'm on the trip, I will research comps and pop them in. I brought a couple things in already, and then I'm going to go out in the garage. And since I don't have time to clean everything, I'm just gonna unload it out there and leave it there until I get back. But I was going to show you, I got this Wii Bundle, and a lot of times I'll avoid things like this because I thought my Goodwill does not take returns, but I was looking and a guy came over there and he said, you can take this home and test it, and if it doesn't work, in 3 days you can bring it back. Oh, and by the way, if you take it to GameStop, they'll test it for you and let you know if it works. So I bought this Wii Bundle. It has the console, it has the power. I also bought 3 games, and this game was $2.99, and these two, he bundled them together. He's like, really, these should go together. So he bundled them together. So these two together were $2.99. So it has 3 games with it. And then it has the nunchucks, it has 2 controllers, the power cords, the sensor bar, it has the manuals and everything. And usually I think if they bother to save the manuals, have everything wrapped up nicely, it's probably going to work. So it cost $19.99. So I went to GameStop because I thought, I won't be back in 3 days. So if it doesn't work, I want to make sure I can return it because that's $20. So I took it over there, he tested everything, everything works. So I asked him what he charged for that. He said nothing. So I looked at my purse. I had $2 bills. So I gave him those as a tip. And then when I get back, I'll go by and tip him something else because that was so nice of him. And so everything works. And I think it can probably sell for around $100. So I'm really excited about that. I've sold Wii's through the years. I haven't for a while, but I have in the past. And they usually sold pretty quickly. Then my husband spots these 2 lamps and he was like, wow, look at those, they're pretty, and look at this artwork on it. And then he noticed that the bottoms were felt, and he said, wow, that's old, look at those plugs. And we noticed when we got home it had some duct tape, so he told me he would rewire it for me if I wanted. And I said, or I can just list it like that and just disclose that. And the lampshades are still out in the car. But I did a Google search and I found things that looked similar to this that were like $1,000, $2,000. But then I found another one that was really, really similar, listed on eBay for $199 and no sold comps. But I knew it was kind of a gamble, and I thought, even if it's really not worth much at all, I think it'll still sell for at least $30 or $40. And this one, I already took the price tag off. The one in the car, I still have it on. I think it was around $6.79. But I thought, wow, that is really, really pretty. So let's go out to the car and I will take you with me as I unload everything and show you the rest of the haul. Okay, now for the rest of the stuff. We have security cameras. My husband's going to probably see this and think I'm a nut. Okay, so this is a huge hand crocheted bedspread. It is beautiful, and even small little tiny things like this will sometimes sell for a lot of money. This one was marked $19.99, but I had my husband hold it out with me and we found a stain, which I'm going to try to get out. But when I went and checked out, I asked her if there was any kind of discount since there was a stain. So she said, yes, $9.99. So she rang it up at half price. So this only ended up being $9.99, and I think it will sell for $100. This is the other lamp, and it was, oh, I was wrong, $7.29, and the cord on this one is good. This is a framed piece of artwork. I'm sure it's a print, but it's signed Tom Caldwell. And the comps look really good on this. And it has the gallery it was purchased at, and it was only $2.99. And off the top of my head, I think it will sell for around $40 or $50, but I will put up sold comps. This is a Nutribullet. Nutribullet things can sell well, and even if it does not work, I can part it out, and the parts are worth a lot. Sometimes it's worth more individually than together. And this was $10.29, and it has the manual and everything, so I suspect it works. And it's a juicer, so juicers can sometimes have a lot of value. When I was looking up information on the Nutribullet juicer, I figured out that I'm probably going to do a little bit better if I part out the unit and sell each item individually instead of as the entire unit. I also like to look at the other models, and one thing I noticed was there are a couple other models that perform better than the one that I got, so I now know to be on the lookout for those models also. Then I took the opportunity to do a quick search for juicer for parts, and I sorted from highest to lowest to see what kind of juicers I should be on the lookout for and familiarize myself with some of those names and what the parts look like. And one brand name that I kept seeing over and over that sold for a good amount was Omega. So I thought I will search Omega juicer and look and see what the entire unit looks like, what some of the parts look like. Then if I am outsourcing at Goodwill or at a garage sale and I see an Omega juicer, I will already be familiar with it because I've seen photos of it, and then I am much more likely to pick it up when I see it because I will have some knowledge on it. And wow, they sell for a lot of money. So now, from taking just an extra minute or two to research, I have a couple more items on my BOLO list that I will know to pick up if I see them when outsourcing. This humidifier surprised me. This is Hunter, the Carefree Humidifier Plus Evaporative Humidifier. It has the model number, and the comps were excellent on this. I'll have to look it up and put them on there, but I think like $60 or so, and it was $6.29. When I looked up sold comps for this item, I'm not just looking at what has sold, I'm also looking at what is currently out there, and that helps me determine pricing. There are 4 items that show available, however, only 2 of them are complete units. It shows that 7 have sold. 6 of those are complete units. The other one is a part. So that is an excellent sell-through rate, which tells me I can price it at the high end. I also looked up Poshmark, and there were not any current listings, but there was one that had sold for $65. That would be excellent to sell it on Poshmark to take advantage of that great shipping rate, because it will be a little bit pricey to ship. So I will list it on both places and see where it sells first. While I was already looking up sold comps for humidifiers, I thought I would take a moment to see what other types of humidifiers sell for a high amount on Poshmark. So I just changed my search to humidifier, and then I sorted from high to low, and I just familiarized myself with some of those items, and I noticed that there were a lot of diffusers in there also. So I took note of those, and that's something that I often pass by. But now I will probably take a second look and look up sold comps if I see certain diffusers. Then green was the color of the day. So this one was half of $10.29, and these are expensive. This is, where is it? Okay, I will pop up comps, but this is Jack LaLanne's Power Juicer, and if it works, it's worth a great amount. If it doesn't, I'll part it out and sell the parts. And if you watch my what sold videos, you'll see when they sell, I will be sure and let you know how much they sell for, what my profit was, and how many days it takes to sell. then these were $7.29, and the comps were like $38 for these. Sometimes this Pioneer wear can be worth a good amount, and it's just sold at Walmart. But I went to the general search area in eBay, clicked on the camera icon at the top, then I pointed my phone at the barcode, clicked on the symbol at the top that shows a barcode, and it quickly pulled up the exact item that I have, and I was able to see what was currently listed out there. Then I was able to scroll back up to the top, click in the top right-hand corner where it shows filter. Then I toggled over where it shows completed items and sold items so I could see exactly how much these items have sold for. And I think I can safely get $30 to $32 plus shipping. I took photographs really quickly before I left, and I was able to get this listing up while I was on the road. And this is my current listing. I have it listed for $38.24 plus shipping so that I have a little room for negotiation if someone sends me an offer, or so that I can send them an offer. But there is definitely a following for this brand. Then I found these jeans, and these are, I believe, like a 90s or maybe Y2K. They are plug, size 30, 30, and just when I see things like this, I usually stop to look them up. And that's the back. These cost $8.69, and I think these will sell for at least $50 or $60. Some comps were like 100, 115, so possibly more, but I'm just going to say 50 or 60. And then these bookends of these cute little brass elephants. They're not branded or anything. They were $9.99, but sometimes things like this can sell really well. And I think these will sell for $30 to $40 unless I keep them. Then I have the lampshades. And then there are the lampshades that went with the lamps. So that is everything. It cost a total of $114, and I will total up what I think I will sell it for a spur of the moment, quick little thrift trip. I thought this was great. So I'm really excited to research everything a little further, get it listed, and then have these items in a what sold video. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody have a great day. Bye.